ultimately the task of healing is to defend and disengage from the judge's attack so that you can inquire into and understand its underlying fears and concerns. And just the acknowledging that the judge is extremely fearful can be very, very
Yeah.
helpful to engage with it. Because if we think, like, think of the archetype of judge and the image that comes to mind, it's the guy up on his very high in the courtroom, much higher than everyone else, putting those funny wigs on, the big mallet, which I don't know the technical name for, bang, and instilling fear into other people, not being so much fearful itself. But the psychic judge that we have is extremely fearful that if we don't live up to its demands, we're not going to be loved. We're not going to have human connection. So I think it's so helpful. Once you can see these parts of us and the scared child underneath it, then we can start
Yeah.
to soften and have compassion for that part,
Right. Yeah,
which is a
exactly.
form of self-compassion. Because if the judge is part of self and I'm like, fuck the judge, I hate it, go away, I try and dominate it.
Exactly.
I'm now wrestling with myself.
We start judging the judge
Yeah.
or feeling ashamed of being ashamed.
Yeah. What a cycle to be in that is.
It's a really, yeah, it's a horrible cycle. I mean, it's a really good point you make because a lot of people who start to do internal work or inner work, once they start to become aware of their judge, then they start judging the judge. And they develop what I call a spiritual superego, which is I should be more self-compassionate. I should be more self-aware. I should be more together. I should be kinder to myself. What's wrong with me that I'm not? And so the judge is really clever at co-opting any new information we develop about how to grow and develop, turns it into a new set of standards and rules that it then compares ourselves to. And it's just never
I
ending.